Hello, 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 hello. So, today I am doing a tour of my Minecraft world, which I've been working on for a while, but I figured I'd see if streaming Minecraft actually works given my tiny laptop. Alright. We seem pretty good so far, but I'm not sure how well it's coming through, so I'm just going to stream as if it's streaming perfectly fine and see how that goes. Yeah. This survival world that I've been working on for a little while now. So, this is the farmhouse, which was the first thing I built. Got like Sweetberry farm. Way too many apiaries. I don't know why I thought I'd need this many bees, but apparently I thought I'd need this many bees, and now I have a lot of bees. So... Got like a sugarcane farm. This is Duck the horse. Yeah, this is where I used to live before I moved into the city that I've been working on. I was not intending for a wandering trader to end up in here, he just kind of wandered in. But I need blue wool for a thing. I'm just gonna shoot these guys real quick. Not the right color, there we go. Boop. Yay! Alright. No. They always try to escape. Yeah. There's not much over here. I've been meaning to replace these torches with lanterns, I just haven't gotten around to it. Flower field over there where I grabbed all the flowers for the apiary situation. All my bees. Well, if I ever need honey, I guess I can get it there. I know honey's used in redstone. I'm just not very good at redstone, so... You know. Yep, this is the train station. So I'm just gonna take a train into the city. This probably would have taken me longer to build if I hadn't found a mine shaft almost immediately. So I basically just yoinked a bunch of rails out of there. Set this up. Kinda goes through all of the forest. A couple different kinds of forest. Here you can see the city over there. There's the watchtower. Vaguely outlined. This whole lake situation is gonna be a coral reef, except I haven't found a coral reef. So right now the only, like, coral I have are what I got from wandering traders, and that's not the most fast method of acquiring coral. So... There's the actual main gate. There's that reef. Probably show you the reef more in detail later. But this is Revolution the horse. Good horse. Yep. So this is the city. I found a village and then I fixed it up and like put a wall around it and such. I'm really happy with the design of these houses. I've been working on remaking a bunch of the old houses that I built into, like, this nicer style. And I'm really happy with how these are turning out. Yay. Did I actually leave anything in this chest? Yes. I need to do something about that. I keep leaving things in chests at old build sites and then not going back and getting them, and it causes problems. This is... How do I get the emeralds to run this place? From the Sweetberry Farm, because I have some butchers who will buy them. Also, some of the villagers have names and some of them don't. Name tags are expensive. I'm working on it. Although I do have a librarian who does sell name tags, so that's nice. This is the orb. Probably get a better view of it from like down here. The orb. I built that pretty early into the city, and it used to be the impressive build, and now it's kind of not, but that's where I have my enchanting table. Kind of overlook a lot of the city. There's Rose the horse. Finally reappeared. She keeps vanishing. I keep losing my horse, which is weird because this place has a wall around it. Yeah, here's the nether portal room. I haven't built much infrastructure in the nether, but I want to eventually. It's kind of fun is that I built the city into the cliff, and also here, let's see if I can get a better view of it. Boop. There we go. Those two houses spawned on top of each other in the original village. Like, there wasn't even really any ground there for that one to be sitting on. It just spawned. So I built like a platform that goes out to it and such. That's a fun thing that this place had. There's the watchtower. Can go show you that. Also the tree. That's gonna be where I live, but it's still a work in progress at this point. Especially from the outside. The inside's looking pretty good, but I wanna kind of up that a little bit. Yep. Happy with how I did the roof on this one, but it's hard to see because it's so high up. Boop. But from up here, you can get a pretty good view of the town, which is actually 3 towns. There's one over there, one there, and then one underneath this hill. So 4, actually. And then off that way, there's another village that's, like, connected by a train track to this place. Yep. Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with that. So there's kind of a general overview. Oof. Underestimated that jump. I need to put a railing around some of these cliffs, because I just saw a villager fall off one and get hurt. And, yeah. Also, iron golems. We will always be well defended, but also they kind of get in the way. But, you know, it's a village with a high population, so there's a lot of iron golems around. Ah! Yeah. Gotta introduce you to these guys. This is Puffball, Saber, Kira, Kit, and Vera. And they are my dogs. I have a lot of them. Yeah. So then Pigpen, which I was originally using to like level up the butchers, but they're here now. Yeah. The church/library situation. Another one of the early builds of the world. I've been working on what I've been calling greebling the structures, which I know that's not the term, but isn't it though? So I'm taking out pieces, and I just threw my sword. Nothing happened. Taking out pieces and adding in slightly different pieces to just kind of give the illusion of complexity. Also, here's the flag. And I don't think I properly introduced you to the actual city. This is Obsidian City, aka Obsidian, because I think I'm funny. Yay. Don't judge me. I'm not punching any of the villagers, no matter how much they annoy me, because, golems. Alright, I can give a few of my dogs treats. Just not the ones that are sitting next to each other, because I don't want puppies. This is another thing I've been working on, and that's what I needed the blue wool for. Is this structure, which, beyond this, dirt wall, because I didn't want to compromise the city wall, is the rest of the archery field. But I'm going to need to, you know, fence it in and do something proper with that, and I'm under attack. Ah. Wow, that went horribly. The good news is I have thorns on my armor. My chest plate. Oh, here's a zombie. And I'm passably good at Minecraft, but not great. And I am going to disappear for a second because my computer is dying. And I need to go grab my charger. Actually, I lied. My charger was right next to me, and I just didn't notice it. Yeah, that's me. I had the foresight to move my charger so that it was within arm's reach while I was streaming, but I didn't have the foresight to remember that I had done that. Alright. So it's the archery range. And then go up this way. This is the Forge District, some more houses that I need to upgrade at some point. Ah, so many villagers. Yeah. I built a lava generator. I need to come up with a cool name for the lava generator here because it's cool. I don't know. I also want to expand this blackstone a little bit into some of the surrounding ground. Bip, bip, bip. Yeah. So here's sort of another district thing I forgot. I made kind of notes about how I wanted to record this because, of course, I did. But I realized just now that I forgot to include this portion, so I'm just going to show you after I carefully extract my horse from being near the lava. Because the lava is fenced in, but horses can jump. So, yeah. I'm really proud of how this area turned out, although I still want to make these houses look a little better. But there was a lava flow in this cave, so I just left it. Yeah, this is what I meant by the watchtower is like right about there. So there's a district that is underneath that. Also, there aren't many people living over here because most of the houses are incomplete. But the shell's there, so hopefully I can make it into something nice. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, here's another experimental house design. I don't know if I like it, but it's here. Here is, I'm gonna take you guys up to Golem Hill for a second. Which is a difficult place to navigate because they keep running into you. Oh, this is Victory the Fox. Actually does have a name tag. She got trapped in here when I first built the town or built the walls, so I just named her and now she wanders about. An Enderman has stolen a part of one of the walls. Gonna fix that, there we go. Yeah, I built this shelter for the golems just because I figure they're made of iron and they probably don't like the rain, but yeah. And a stray cat. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna get away from all of the villagers talking at me. I need to put an actual gate on this side of town, but I haven't. Ah, there's the train track to the other town. This is the tree. I would like to live in this tree one day, because I took forever building it, but it still needs some work on, like, the exterior and such, although I'm pretty happy with the interior. Take the xylem up. Biology joke. For those of you who are uninformed about the inner workings of trees, I don't blame you. Nobody's interested in this except for me. It's the xylem and the phloem are the two kinds of vascular tissues that a lot of plants have, and the xylem is what carries water and minerals up the tree. So I have an upcurrent of water going up the tree, which is how I get in, and it's called the xylem. Because I think I'm funny. Yeah. I think I might have overdone it with the vines, but honestly, I kind of like it being all overgrown in here. I mean, it's the inside of a tree, what do you expect? Yeah, Also, this means I can do this. Yeah. I want to build some more platforms like this around, just to make this into more of a livable space. Livable space, God. I'm definitely somebody who's watched HGTV, if you can't tell. Yeah. But you can get a kind of good view from up here of the town, and there's that roof that I'm very proud of, that you cannot see unless you're up here. Should have brought a spyglass. Didn't. Alright, let's see if I can make that jump. Yeah, I made the jump and then I immediately fell. Yeah, that's me. Alright. Boop. Woo. Alright. I'm just gonna take the path over to the other town instead of the train. Mostly because I don't have a proper train station set up on this side of that track. That's a thing I have to do. Alright. Yeah, I want to start recording more. I know I say that every single time I record, and then I proceed to not do that, but I'm home for the summer. I'm a little bit less busy. There's at least a few less crises happening, although it's my family. We have bad luck. But yeah. I'm making that my summer project, is I'm gonna record and I'm gonna stream. And I'm gonna do both of those things more often. Yeah, so here's the other town. Again, kind of the same copy-pasted house, which I have to edit. Just wanted to... I can't believe I made it through that door before it shut. This used to be the gate, and then I expanded it, so I have to move this gate. Yeah. Over there, you can kind of see it. There's a jungle with a jungle temple. You can almost see that, yeah. Which is where I got cocoa beans, parrot, which I'm going to indicate without cutting with my sword, and all the bamboo. Hello, parrot. Parrot does not have a name yet. I need to name my parrot. Yeah. I don't know, it's mostly just the default village with a couple more houses tacked on and a fence. Well, I should probably... If I want to make these places kind of flow together more congruently, I should probably replace that fence with the stone wall that the other place has. I don't know. Here's another case of a house that technically spawned with no way to get to it, but... Yeah, the staircase was, like, incomplete almost, because it got cut off, so I had to do some terraforming and set that up. I'm also misusing this space, because I could totally put a loft in, and I haven't. But yeah, I'm going to start with renovating the houses in the city before I move on to over here. This chicken has been trapped there for a long time. I'm going to be nice and let this chicken out. But I'm not going to use my sword to cut down a fence, because that would be a waste of a perfectly good sword. You're free. There you go. Okay, my inventory is full. Which I realize is a misfortune I brought upon myself, but... There we go. Alright, chicken fried. Yeah. Was a pretty big and spread out village when I first found it. There's the tree again. I like having something big like that in kind of the center of the world, because I can navigate by it now. Oh, this one's cool. Forgot about this. I made a fishery. It actually has fish in it. Although I should probably make it less likely for the fish to die, because I think we've lost a couple of them. Yeah. Alright, it's getting dark. I can probably find a bed in this village instead of having to go all the way back. I mean, I'm gonna take the train tomorrow, but I don't want to run into a creeper and have it blow up the tracks. I've had a few close calls with that, and it has not happened, but it might, and I am not okay with that. So I'm just gonna not take the train at night until I can get the tracks fully lit. Which they are not, unfortunately. Yep, so here's the other gate of this town. And the train. I'm almost tempted to try to connect the two villages, but the population is already so high that if I did that, I'd have to start not putting beds in houses. Or, like, just including more, I guess, decorative and less functional houses. There we go. Problem with, being a ecologist who plays Minecraft. I don't want to make urban sprawl happen. So all my population density is really, like, well planned, but also that means that my village is tiny, given the number of people living in it. Maybe I should stop being worried about that since it's a fictional town.